Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel and another installment of Spartacus's legendary journey through Skyrim. My name is Tehblender. I'll be your host for the evening, and today we're gonna put some of this away. We just recently got out of the labyrinth. Managed to get through that nice and not nice. I won't say nice and easy because I don't know as if it was easy, but we did get through it. Well, I didn't actually want to drop that dagger there. Gotta go down to the bottom. Where's that glass dagger at? There it is. Pull that back. Anyway, so we're just dropping off some stuff like this orcish dagger. The battle axe of draining will. Let's actually see if we can disenchant it real quick. No, we've already got that, so we'll sell it. What we're basically going to do is we're going to try and get ready for some leveling. We don't have a bunch of gold, so we kind of need to get some more gold ready. But, you know, for in the event that we actually hit one of our levels, because I assume we will get a few levels. But we've picked up a bunch of gems in the past that should carry us through that. We also picked up a set of glass gauntlets. Super excited about that. What else do we got? It's Morokai. Moroki. Or Moro. I think it's Kai. Put those in there. We're keeping the Morokai out. We'll see if we can't use it for like some of our regen and stuff like that. Got a lot of ingredients. Miscellaneous? Yeah, we still got some miscellaneous to get rid of. Got some dragon bones. We'll take those downstairs. There we go. Just dropping off some stuff. Alright. Now what? Let's see. Now what we're looking for is we want to figure out what items. So we're going to take some leather and some leather strips. That's what they're called. Dragon scales. Plenty of bones and scales. Take these pelts. Take all the pelts we've got. Cave bear pelts. Saber cat pelts. Wolf pelts. What else you got in here? Some more glass daggers. Just making sure. And now we're going to come to this right here. Make us some pellets, some leather and some strips. go. And let's make us, we're basically just going to make some hide. All we need is leather and leather strips. I don't think we need leather, that's expensive. Yeah. Maybe not. Either way, we'll just make some hide. Hide armor. Hide boots. Hide bracers. Hide helmet. Armor. Boots. Bracers. Helmet. There we go. We managed to get a level up out of it. I think the leather actually gives you better. I think it's leather bracers, but that's okay. We're going to take this up because we basically made those sets for enchanting. We want to look at what we get out of this. Because essentially we want to get our fortify restoration down as low as possible so that we can spam the heal all day. And if we can spam the heal, then we can just sit there and just continuously heal ourselves over and over and over again. Let's see. Enchantment. Fortify. Not destruction. Restoration. Oh man, I have the messed up one. I don't have a pure fortify restoration. Let's see. Nothing, huh? Alright, we'll take anything that has a grand soul gem in it. So we want to see what the maximum we could do is. Go for the enchantment. Let's see. Destruction. Base destruction is up here. 8%. I'm so upset I don't just have a base like restoration. Its restoration is 9% cost, or 9% less cost. Magicka regenerates faster. We can do it to hide, armor, and to... Well, that looks like it. What else can we do to? We can do it to the... We should be able to do it to the neck and the rings. Oh man, that's tough. What about destroy? So basically we want that one to be alteration. I'm pretty sure we don't have a fortify alteration either. Oh, good lord. We got smithing, alteration, and what's it called to get? Well, let's do it anyway. Let's see what all we can put this on. I think we can only put this on chest. Maybe the neck piece. I don't have any neck pieces on here. We'll quit this. Find out. Let's do an amethyst ring. And we'll get a sapphire necklace. Why not? What about on the ring? Enchantment. I cannot. Yeah, these are... Oh, bollocks. That is only for that. Well, I can do destruction and conjuration, but I can't yet do those two. So let's see if we can't find some. We'll make some alchemy potions and see if we can't go on a hunt for those items. So we'll put the hide armor. These 2 silver amethyst pieces. Those glass gauntlets will go down. We'll just hold on to them until we're ready. And we have the grand soul gem so we can test. We'll make sure that we don't have anything that's already been enchanted. There's an enchanting potion. There's Magicka, Saverins. Alright, so that should be good. And we've already got our alchemy mats, so let's check this out. Alright, so we're gonna do this once again. We're gonna start. Let's make sure before we get into it completely, let's make sure we've got... We don't have any points to spend, so we can't really make sure we've got everything. It looks like our alchemy's here. We got 3. And all that. Okay, so we're gonna make some... Oh, I lied. We gotta pick up mats. What am I doing? There we go, now we can run. That's what we're supposed to do. Alright, so first... Our first and foremost is our bear claws. Not foremost, but it's the first one on the list here. So bear claws, canis root, and spider egg. Where you at? LMNOP, spider egg. There we go. Next, we have the big one with the creep cluster. Giant's toe, and the wheat. This should be a real big one. Nope. We don't have our alchemy gear on. Let's put that on. Potions, 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 potions. There we go. Now, we made one by accident, but now we should be better. Creep cluster. Where'd you go? There you are. Giant's toe. There you are. And wheat. All the way down to the bottom here. There we are. 2204. There's 3 of those. Now, we have some vampire dust. That's good for us. We have some glow dust. Glowing mushroom, and hanging moss. We can make a few of these. There we go. We've got some chorus eggs. We spent a lot of time on there. Let's see, we've got some Luna moth wings and some vampire dust. There we go. Run ourselves out of, I believe, the Luna moth wings there. We have some more tap. We have, I believe, some fly amanita still. Yes, we do. And some dragon's tongue up here somewhere. There we go. Got the death bell. See if we've got dwarven oil. And I believe it's just a salt pile from there. There we go. Those are our big ones. I think there's still the smaller ones like the blue mountain flower, the chicken egg, and the bone meal. We can make 50 of those. They're a smaller potion, but the fact that when you, as you continuously have more and more of these ingredients, that becomes more and more important. There's at level 80. Let's go ahead and spend that point. Look at us, we almost leveled up again. And we should be ready for another perk here. That'll make our poisons and our potions even stronger. And let's see what we got left. Death bell. What's the other one? Did we have the we did the dwarven oil, right? Yeah. How many taproot do we have? I know we got a few of those. 14. We're gonna do the same one. Death bell, taproot. We need the salt pile. There it is. And the death bell. So this should be essentially so close to the same as the last one we did. And look at that. We've increased it. There we go. Still got the dragon's tongue. Still got some saber cat eyes, some garlic. Garlic have regenerate. I think there's something with the chorus eggs and the garlic. Fortify stamina. Fortify stamina, that's 230. And I'm not sure what the last one is. Just clicking a bunch of different things. There it is. Vampire dust. Gets a 1661. Look at that. Alright. So that'll get us a bunch of alchemy. Yeah, a bunch of alchemy ingredients or alchemy potions to sell. We'll put our apparel back. Put on these Elven Light gauntlets here. That's good for us. And what else will we do here? We've got these. We've got some of those to sell. We've got a little bit of selling to do, apparently. Not our stuff. We'll eat that. We can drop those off. Here we go. We'll drop our... We'll macro drop these other items here. Doing really good. So once we get, so we have some, we'll have some gold that we can acquire and spend to get, or sell potions to get. That'll be good for us. Shouldn't be too hard to get it at the moment, just because like all those potions should sell pretty high. We could almost just max out those specific vendors each time. What else do we have to do? that we're essentially looking for. We're going to go on a shopping spree, essentially. That's what we did. Because what we want is we want to pick up, what's it called? We want to pick up a set of smithing gear, alteration gear, and restoration gear. So we will we'll do that momentarily. Come on, load screen. Go faster. We also have some skills that we can purchase. Who said you could do that? There's some more giant's toe. Get this glass arrow back. Glass sword back. We'll just hop over here to the old solitude. And we are looking. We're looking to sell some potions. What time is it? 5:38 a.m.
You walk quick as you pass.
I don't know why it doesn't like.
Spare some. Oh, thank. Divines bless your kind heart.
All right, boys and girls, we got it. We got it. We finally took us a while. Took us about, I think, 30 minutes doing the loop. Selling a bunch of stuff, but we finally got a ring. We finally got a restoration spells ring. We've got a bunch of alchemy mats. We're a little heavy here. We're about 8 pounds overweight. Got to figure out what that's about. Glass bow, staff of Magnus. See if we can't find somebody to pick that up. Can't fast travel. Oh, nuts. I don't think we even bought much, right? Well, we did buy a bunch of soul, like gems in here, right? You can see we bought 9 grand soul gems and so on and so forth. But it's these alchemy ingredients, I tell you. Gets us every time. Wonder if we can borrow this guy's alchemy boat thing. Is it a POTUS?
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Don't really want to do that because we don't have our alchemy gear on. So I lied. I lied to myself. Not sure where we're going to offload this 9 pounds. Let's see if we can drop some weapons and stuff off to the blacksmith.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Well, I can't afford to wait. So first, let's get rid of some weight, shall we? Yeah. Sword, Mordecai. Oh man, we don't have a lot there. What about an apparel? Oh, that's Mordecai.
Looking to protect yourself?
I said Mordecai on both. So let's see. I mean, we have the weight here. I guess we could drop that. That should give us enough to run. We've got enough to run. So, we've also picked up about a good, healthy amount of gold, 14.8. So we're gonna real quick. Oh, what to do? Oh, yeah. We're looking for a merchant in here. Named Sadre. I believe he's in the Dunmer Quarter, or the I'm not even sure what it's called. I think he's just over here. Closes his shop soon though. So much cabbage.
You've seen how we live.
This
Cramped
is
alleys,
him.
run down. I thought the gray quarter would be. That's all I.
Sadly.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll
There
find
you
what
are.
you're looking for. All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for. I do some. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morven's. Of course not. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been It's not that easy. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, some may call this junk. Me,
There we
I call
go.
them treasures.
He's got some chorus eggs for us, some troll fat. Oops, bought void salts. Looking for miscellaneous, trying to get some more gems. Nice. He had some big ones there. Terrific. And then here, so now that he's got like 3,000 gold, we get to wipe him out. There we go.
Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
And I think we'll train, so one of the hardest ones for us to level, or to really train, is going to be the light armor. The blacksmithing, I think, will naturally level as we're doing some of it. Either one's going to be expensive, but the Riften trainer, the light armor trainer, I believe she'll buy our potions back from, or buy our potions from us, which will make it so that we can level that, or buy our levels, and then buy our own gold back from her. So I think that'll prove to be really, really beneficial for us.
Riften jail.
Please. Oh, thank you.
If you're ever.
We'll wait a couple hours. It's going to take about, no.
Divines bless your kind heart.
Oh, thanks. There we go. Gift of charity. There's Groka.
I'll teach you how to use it effectively.
There we
Keep it
go.
quick on your feet.
There's some training and armor. And now, what do you got
Just
for
what you see
sale?
here.
Now she has like 12,000 gold, but guess what? We have the solution for that. I'm actually going to utilize some of these higher ones, these bigger ones that I've got. So like this one. There we go. We wiped her out.
Come back when you're ready to.
Now, since we bought that, we should be able to level here. We'll be close, so we can talk to her
You're
again.
gonna stare. Just what you see here. Come on.
See how much more
I'll teach
training
you
she
how
can
to use
actually
it
give us.
effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
So she maxes out at the light armor is 75, which is okay. But we're gonna get our
Everything I've
we're gonna
got
get
on
our gold
display.
back from her. It's 8,000, so we'll come down here to this invisibility again. 3. 4, 5. Let's do this 800 number here. Just got a 478. I think we've got one right here that's 472. And you, my dear, have been terrific. Let's see if old Naz, because I believe we've got to level up, but let's see if old Naz, where is he? Oh yeah, he's gonna be all the way down here at the Dark Brotherhood, where we also have an alchemist who can actually train us in alchemy. So we might, if we have the gold or the capacity to, we'll train our alchemy and utilize the gold to buy the alchemy back, especially since we're at 80 and I think she'll take us to 90. Essentially at this point we're pushing skills up with gold, we're utilizing the gold that we have to push the skills up, and then you know, evening it all out.
Still here. I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
Oh, he doesn't buy anything. That's sad. Okay, so now we should be able to level up here. There we go. And then get distracted by all the potions. Have Babette here.
Looking like it's shot. It's as rewarding as it is dangerous. Let's see what I can show you.
She cost us a lot, but
Trinkets, odds and ends.
we can sell to her, so that'll work out just fine. Let's see. Which one's first? We still have this invisibility, but that's an 825. We can do that a couple times. Okay, and then we have these regenerate stamina. So we have to be careful because the two we want to keep are these 236s. Well, there we go, dropping some again. Because this stupid thing just doesn't hold on to my place when like in the line.
Let's see what I can show you.
And that should be as far as she can actually take us. So now we can read alchemy books if we see any alchemy books. We also have the glow dust here, dragon's tongue. Let's just clean her out. And that she has 9,000 gold we need to pull back from her. Okay, so that's that. I have these ones. We have these poisons of slow. These slow poisons are actually pretty reasonable. I like to keep them, just kind of leave them. It's 477, so this we get this big one again. That's a 460, that's a 460, this is a 763, that can be a little hard to get rid of. And there we go, we've leveled up a few times, we're close to leveling up for 39, and we, you know, we've got 90 alchemy, which is scary, because that means our potions are super good, and super expensive.
I'll teach you how to use it effectively.
We can't train anymore until we level up again. So now it's time to jump home, drop off any weight we can. So I'm not sure where we... Oh yeah, we'll drop off the ingredients, see what that weight's like, and see what... look at our essentially our perk points. And see what we can create. Because if we can create a 90% reduction in alteration and restoration, we should be good. checking. I'm paranoid now that after there was one set of bandits jumped into my house. Paranoid. Alright. Let's decide where these skill points go. So obviously we have the 90 in alchemy. We could put that here. Make our best potions. It's just making money that way. It's just not terrible. But we also have this right here. We have the one in alteration there that we could get. We got the insightful. I want to get enchanter, right? I want to push my enchanting because we want to be able to make the best enchants for our gear as quickly as possible. And since we got both a smithing, a restoration, and an alteration, this should really help us out. Alright, so now there's that. That puts us there until that grows. That'll be the next thing that we really kind of push with our money, is the enchanting. But we have some grand soul gems, so we want to take, well, we'll pick a ring and pick a necklace. And then I think we have some hide boots, hide bracers, hide helmet, and leather boots? No. Boots, bracers, helmet, armor. Looking for some hide stuff. Where you at? Maybe I'm blind. Hide armor. There it is. So that'll give us a little bit of everything that we could do. We'll look at our enchant here. Look at our armor. I don't know which enchant. Let's see, the alteration. Yeah. Is that 20%? I can make 20%. Oh boys, we're almost in business here. Oh, good lord. I believe we can actually make ourselves a set of alchemy enchant. Ring. We can do all three of these. 1, 2, or all 4 of these. Do we have the soul gems? We do. Alchemy against these would be 20% as well. So we'll take the potion. That should give us 11% increase. That'll give us these big old 20% enchants for alchemy. We can go make some bigger potions, and you could loop that if we needed to. What I really want to test out, and what we'll do here, is test what the I talked about it earlier in the other video when we were actually killing Falmer, and the circlet. Essentially, you need a circlet of some type. And these Falmer helmets. Take one Falmer helmet. And see if we can put on both. Circlet, Falmer helmet. Yes, we can. So because you can do that, you can do a circlet and a Falmer helmet, right? Which will give you 5, right? So anything that can go against your helm, which I believe alchemy can, you could get 5 of those enchants. We can also make ourselves a set of smithing gear. Look at that. Smithing gear is good. 20% as well. And I believe that won't go on a helmet. No. But it'll go on, a neck and some hide armor and stuff like that. So, first we're going to make the alchemy gear. Then we're going to make a bunch of bigger enchanter's potions. And then we'll get ready for some enchanting here. So, we've got the gear, we've got the set. We need a potion here. There it is. There's our Fortify Enchanting Potion. Now, if you're unsure about what you're going to do, right, because I know where I'm going to the bottom, starting with the alchemy, going to do just those 5 pieces. I'm doing the Falmer helmet, the circlet, and 2, the ring, the neck, and the 1 armor piece. So, I'm going to do all of those, hopefully in the time of this 1 potion. So, here we go. And we off to the races. Let's get the enchantment, alchemy, the item. It's going to be the circlet. Soul gem. It's going to be the grand. We'll make it. Alchemy. Falmer helmet. Enchantment. See, I like to do the alchemy, or the enchantment first, because it makes it so that things like that, they just don't show up if I we'll take the necklace. Alchemy, I believe. I guess it's the hide bracers. We don't have to worry about the hide helmet because we did the other one. So now, all in all, we should be able to, I believe. Let's see, I don't think I can re-enchant them, which is annoying because I can't rename them. But let's see what happens when we put them on. Created potions, more powerful, more powerful. Where's this Falmer helmet? There. Where'd the circlet go? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that should give us 5 of them if we look in our buffs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I wonder if it still works but doesn't apply both. We'll see. Let's go test it. For example, I believe we have the stuff. So, we have the creep cluster, the giant's toe, and the wheat down here. 36.79. Now, if we take one of these pieces off, let's just take the Falmer helmet off. Barrel. And we go back in. We still have the circlet on, so we still technically have the 4. Creep cluster. Giant's toe. And wheat. 32.51. Definitely works. It definitely still stacks up to the 5 bonuses, which is terrific. So we'll put that Falmer helmet back on, and now we'll pick up these because we can get rid of those. Those are the small ones, right? Like we don't need those anymore. And let's take the blisterwort, or some of it. The Spriggan sap. We also want the blue butterfly wing. Got it. There we are. And we'll get a. I think you can take this chorus hunter antennae. But we're going to get these snowberries. And Spriggan sap. And we're going to make them. We're doing it with our gear on. So the first one is the blue butterfly wing. I'm going to add the course hunter antennae because I believe it has an enchanting thing. and then the snowberries. If it doesn't, it'll be okay. If it does, it'll work out just fine. So where is snowberries? There they are. 23%. That's much better than our little 12% we had over there. And there it was. With the antennae, it's got a couple other things it does. Conjuration spells last longer, drain target stamina, 30 seconds. Oh, good lord, it's a poison. All of a sudden it thinks it's poison. Boys, I don't like it. Enchanted items are 19% stronger. I think if I just get rid of the old Chorus Hunter antennae, make 5 of these and fortify enchanting potions here. That should be real good. And then what is it? It's clear. We'll do an Abacan Longfin and Salt Pile. Restoration spells are stronger. We'll make 2 of those. Now, I believe that it was 36.79. We're going to test this. It may not completely work, but we now have Fortify gear on, so we'll Fortify Restoration, and that definitely worked, because you saw that potion go up. So now, look at this. Look at this. Creep Cluster. Giant's Toe. Wheat. It's supposed to be insane. Think the way. So let's see. Apparel. Take it off. Take it off. Yep. 16% more powerful. So you can see how they say 38%. And then there's the necklace, one-handed attacks. We have 38%, 8%. Oven gauntlets. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and the bracers. Okay, so now that we've put them back on, the loop that you do is you can wait for that to time out, but you'll stay at the 38% because I don't know, it'll just lock it in there. And then you would take that potion again. Yeah, so look at that. Look at that go. That one potion, right, by getting to the 38% from each one, right? All of a sudden we went from 36.79 to 62.88. That's a huge level. That would be huge. And it's almost impossible to sell. It's also great for power leveling out your speechcraft. So now, like, for example, let's see if we still have our Fortify Restoration up here. Fortify one-handed, Persuasion, Resist, etc. It's all gone. Okay, so I don't see a Fortify Restoration. Right, so we should be back down to 20%. There we are. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll test it one more time. Group cluster. Giant's toe. See, we're at 25.55. So even though it says we went back down to that 20%, we're not at 20%. We're at that 38% that we held when we let go and redid it. So if in theory, what you would do is you would then take, you would make another restoration potion. But like in this potion here, this Fortify Restoration with 94. If we took it again, last time I think it went to 184 for it, and then I think you have to actually, so I don't think it would change the apparel of these. Take them off, on, take on. The reason it's not gonna change these is because I didn't make another restoration potion with that. If I had made another restoration potion, it would be even more powerful than the one that was on before. And that's the loop. That's the bug. But we're not interested in doing that. So here we're going to drop our ingredients off. Then we'll put our alchemy gear away. Bought a few of those. Daedra hearts. 6 giants toe. We could almost, if we did that loop, or we do that loop, we could get ourselves up there to pretty high. Almost done. All right. That's a good amount of weight there. And now we had those enchanting potions, if you remember right? So we can use that to enchant another set of gear. We'll make sure we have it. We'll make sure we have all the gear we need. So we have hide helmet. Some of these we need to drop. Right? Apparel. We have these, this one-handed attacks do 21% more damage. Look at that go. Potions are 16% more powerful. We'll drop that one. 16% more powerful again. Did I drop something in there that I wasn't supposed to? Yep, this blank hide helmet. There it was. So let's see here. We got the glass, we got this, we got that. These are empty. These are for us. Okay, helmet. Bracers, leather bracers, that's fine. Boots, armor, bracers. Viola's gold ring, which we need to take back to somebody. I'm assuming Viola. Or voila. Voila. Alright. Now we're going to check on the enchantment for Fortify. Let's see. Alteration. We can't do 2 yet, so we need to do Restoration first. Technically, we only need like 50% reduction in Restoration or so. So we'll get, let's see. We're going to make the plan here. So Restoration, the item. We can put that on the helmet and the armor. Okay. Well, let's see if the alteration shares there. No, we're not quitting enchanting. We just want to go back to the enchantment. Fortify alteration instead. That also shares the helmet and the armor. Dag nabbit. We got to get another ring, 2 rings and 2 necklaces. We'll come down here to our gold ring if we can find it. That we have 118 of. We'll take 2 of these. And then do we have 2 gold ruby necklaces should work. And then we'll need another hide armor down here. And another hide helmet. Which technically we could do a farmer helmet circlet loop. But or combination. But we shouldn't need that, and I don't. That's a little bit. It's a little bit expensive for just a a couple crafting sets. So I'm gonna get the hide helmets in here, hide bracers just in case. I'm just gonna pick up all the hide stuff. Hide boots, hide armor. Then we have a couple of those other pieces. We get some grand soul gems. Make sure we've got enough. We've got 6. Don't think that's quite enough, so we'll pull some out of here. And then so we're going to make an alteration set and a restoration set. So we're just going to go for it. F5, this quick save. Where's our fortify enchanting now? There it is. 23% stronger. Hit that and go. We're going to fortify our alteration first. Soul gem grand. Item, come down here, we'll get this hide helmet. Grand. Alteration. Item, armor, craft. Same thing, grand. Alteration. Item, ruby necklace. Then the ring. Alteration. Grand. Okay, now we're going restoration. Fortify, restoration, item, helmet. We lost we got to 20%, so we gotta hit another potion. We got about 4 of them done. Not too worried about that 1%, but it does come in handy. Come down here, we got our restoration, our grand, and then I believe we did the helmet already, so we got the armor. Necklace, ring, restoration, grand. There we go. Now we have some resto gear. So now we have both pieces of gear. I'll show you how we do this, and then we're gonna let it do its thing for a bit. So what we do is the first thing we're gonna do. We have 2 sets. All of it pretty much for power leveling. We're going to put on the restoration stuff. So, ring, there's a restoration ring. We did the necklace. We got the armor, restoration spells, and then the helmets. Restoration spells. Okay. So now, I like to also do the alteration at the same time. It makes it a little different, but we're just going to come over here for our restoration. We'll put closed wounds on our right. That's my natural usage here. There. And then we'll take and put our alteration equilibrium on our left. And here, you just take some of your health, heal it back up. Now, if you're not able to spam the close wounds as fast as the health is coming down, you can actually play with the difficulty and push that up or down rather. If you want to make it super easy, you can do the same thing with like just regular restoration instead of closed wounds. and you just do this for quite a bit. Now, so like I said, I'll do this temporarily. I'm gonna show you just why. So what you can do is you can take the settings, right, and play with them. You can bring the gameplay down to like novice, and then at novice you can actually, you see how it doesn't take much health away. So like you can just keep, it's much easier to do it that way. But I believe it also is not as fast. Like the two of these, just regular healing, go together. So you can just do this, and while it doesn't look like it's moving, it's actually going, and they're just sitting there, and you can essentially do this forever. Now it is I believe it is slower than the others, the other ways, but it is a way to, like, if you wanted to AFK it. So what we're gonna do is we'll crank that back up, because we are no menial novice players. Make sure it's stuck. Put our closed wounds back on. I wonder if that's normal. Let me put equilibrium on the left. And we're gonna power this to 70 and get us the Necromage perk. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, took us about, I believe, 20 minutes, and we are now 70. We're pretty much at the point where we can buy whatever we want. We just sell those potions. The only thing we really need to buy probably is light armor levels. Well, unfortunately, Nazir doesn't take the potions, so we may have to do that, but our art, our enchanting, we'll push that with doing like weapon enchantments and stuff like that. But we are for now done with restoration. We'll power level anything we need to power level, or anything we want specifically to power level for certain things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the apparel in this one here for our restoration stuff. You can give me my potion stuff back though. Restoration. Okay. Apparel. What else you got on here? Hide helmet. Restoration spells. And now we're gonna go get a hold of. We're gonna take Detect Life. We're gonna put it on both hands. Alright, so anyways, a little technical difficulty there. My computer driver crashed on me. But we are 70. We are ready for Necromage. We can purchase the levels as we needed. We've got the enchanting stuff up there so that we can push that. So we are just going to level up and go. Still going to put all of this into health. We got 2 levels out of our powering through on the restoration. We're going to get this #1 best perk in the game. Our next video probably will go over why that is the #1 best perk in the game, bar none. We got this. Okay, we've got some alteration in there. And then I think, let's see. So the apparel, if I'm right, alteration spells 20% less. 21% less. Put our alteration gear on here. No, we wanted the resto gear in there. There's a hide helmet down here. There we go. Put this on. Okay, so we'll put these extra pieces of hide in here. Keep the rest. Need the alteration one. Not the rest though. And not the crafted potions. That needs to come up. Alright, we'll go put our alchemy gear up here. We're gonna have to make some boxes. Stop putting everything in the same place. We've got our farmer helmet, our copper onyx circlet, create a potion, create a potion neck. Should be able to put the alteration stuff on. That's 20, 40, 60, 80. Don't need this little 8. Okay. And we'll see. Okay. Now what we do is we we'll get the detect life. I don't think this works out quite as well for us. It goes down real slow. I don't think it goes down at all. Real slow. Good. Alright. We'll wait for a minute. And then we're actually going to jump down to Whiterun, because we are going to get alteration to 100. Alright. And now, it's time to power level alteration. And this is going to make us an unstoppable monster. So here, the reason Detect Life is so good is because when we're looking at this, right, every time it hits her, that's 1 tick, right? Every time it hits her, him, and them, right, that's 1 tick. And if you get into this portion, right, especially since we got the silver hand quest going on there, right, we don't have to move, we can just hold this down. So we're just gonna hold this for the time being, and we'll come back when it's 100, much like the just like the restoration. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got one last level to go. We're still just holding it down here. Nearly finished. It's not the most glorified way, but in my opinion, definitely the most efficient. Takes about, I think this took, we were at like 40, 46 or so, or 43 or something like that, and it took us about, I want to say it took us I don't think it took us more than about 30 minutes. So, with that, give us 1 second here. We'll save it there, and then we'll level up again. We got 3 level ups out of that. Now we're at 100, so I think that actually gets us to where we want to be. There we go. We are a vampire. We are a mage. There we go. We're going to get that 30%. We have Necromage. a vampire necromage we are. And now, we're going to go home, jump back here. We're going to do a little bit of, we'll make a set of smithing gear, and we're going to upgrade our, I think we'll craft, if we have enough mats, we'll try to craft us a set of glass armor. Take all the glass pieces that we have and craft those up. Our alteration is finished. Our smithing is decently high. Alright, let's put our apparel in here. We've got this gold ring. Got that. Got that. Got that. Don't need those anymore. Alright, don't need these either. Technically I can sell those, so. Oh. Those are all 20 pieces with the 4s. Okay. Got one-handed attacks. We want to get those. We want to make those a little better. We got glass gauntlets, so we're set there. We do not need the gear, right? The increased blacksmithing gear for the first part, right, where we're doing the actual weapon creation, but we'll have it because we're going to just do that in sequence. So we'll drop these there so we can drop them. We're going to run over here because we got to make some blacksmithing potions, or at least pick up some blacksmithing potions. Did we have any? Let's see, potions of fortify enchanting. Doesn't look like we did the fortify smithing. Okay, so go back to the large sack here. We're going to put on our items. Palmer helmet. There's going to be a circlet in there. It's probably at the bottom because I don't know why it does it that way. Put on our apparel here. We've got our potions. Palmer helmet. Upper circlet. Hide bracers. Potions. There we go. That's all 5 pieces right there. Alright. And then we'll take some Abac and Longfin. And some salt pile. Elemental P, QRS, salt pile. That'll work. And we're going to take one of these, and we're going to pick it up, and we're going to take our gear off and set it that way so that we don't have to take the potion again. We'll take the potion, fortify our restoration. Come over here, wait for it to show up. Active effects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bunch of them. 3, 4, 5. And here's our Fortify Restoration. Restoration spells are 146% stronger, and I believe that's because we have the Necromage on versus the other. And now here, we're going to take our Falmer helmet, put it on, our circlet. So if you remember, we took that same potion, right, with this same gear on a little bit earlier, and we only got to 38%. But because we're Necromage, not only is the rest our Necromage vampire, we count as undead. It increases its effectiveness. It increases the effectiveness of the Fortify Restoration or the Fortify Alchemy enchant, and also increases the Fortify Restoration. and I believe it's by percentages on both, so it just loops very, very well. So we're all the way up to the 49%. So we're going to go ahead and we got to pick up our ingredients. So we don't have to take another Fortify Restoration Potion. The trick that you would do is you would, here, let's see if we make one. We also need, we're going to make our, we have an enchanting we're going to make. Oh no, the smithing. So we'll make 2 enchanting. We'll make a couple of those. Friggin' sap. There we go. We want some snowberries. And I believe we already have the salt. So with that, we could make the restoration potion again. If we made the restoration potion again, as you can see, it gets to 524. We take that potion, it'll be 524 versus the 146 that we currently have now. You let go, right? You take your armor off, put your armor back on, identically, right? And then you walk, come out, go back in, make another potion. It'll be, a giant amount higher than that, and you can just keep doing that over and over and over again till you get all the way up to the max, or as you can actually take it too far and go into negatives. But so you go up really high, cap it, even if it's at 10,000, 12,000 or something like that, just cap it off. I think you can go into like the 100,000 or so before you actually start getting into the negative, where it doesn't work. You break the game essentially, and then you make this. Go make a giant toe potion. Creep cluster, and so on and so forth. And it's huge. It's it's millions of gold. You sell one potion and max your speechcraft out. So we're going to take our blisterwort here and our spriggan sap. Oh man, look at how much better that is. 213%. All because now this is how the game works, right? We haven't at current bugged anything. Right? We haven't looped it twice. We just have the 5 pieces of our alchemy for the 100% increase on that, and then we have the 94%, which ended up being like 146, plus the necromage percentage. Then it's made it so that we can now make these giant fortify smithing potions. So we'll make 1, 2 of those, and then we're gonna clear that, and we're gonna do the same thing with our enchanting. And this is why we say, when I say that it's literally the best perk in the game, that's exactly why. All right, so let's toss these back in there, and let's find out what gear we need for our. We need one of these, one of these. One of these and one of these for our smithing gear. We also need a ring. Where you at? Well, let's use the gold ring. Let's see if we've got another neck. Got some real expensive necks. Let's do. I'm not sure. We'll just take one of these. Silver jeweled. That'll be it. Alright, so let's see. And if it's a helmet, we'll do a falmer as well. So we'll check the smithing and see what all it does. Armor, bracers, neck, and ring. no helmet, no Falmer trick. That's fine. So all we're going to do here is take that big ol' enchanting potion, and then we are going to make sure that we have 4 Grand Soul Gems. We do. Good. And then we are going to enchant this ring and this armor and neck piece with Fortify Smithing. And then we'll, obviously we have the Fortify Smithing potion, which we'll be able to utilize downstairs. So, let's quit the enchanting for now. Go to our potions. Sift through them. Find, that's 23%. We don't want that one. We want the 53% here. Take it. And let's try to get this as fast as we can. Item. The neck piece. Come down here to smithing. There we go. Go that. Now we'll do the same things for smithing. Bracers. Do the same thing again. The armor. And then we know it's the ring. There we go. Now each one of those is 27%, I believe. So that should be good. And then we're gonna head downstairs here. We gotta get we'll put our smithing gear on right now so we don't mess anything up. There's our ring. Our armor. Armor. Not the helmet. Oh, the necklace. That's right. So now we have a neck. We have a ring. We have an armor. And the bracers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, we're going to take our alchemy gear back up. Oh, we ran right off our own stairs. Alchemy gear back up here. Grab our apparel. Put that back in there. There's our alchemy boat. Alchemy. And we should have, well, there we go. 26. Aw. We must have done the, well, we didn't do the neck piece last, did we? I thought we did the ring last, but, oh well. Weapons and armor. Okay, that looks good. Then we've got some extra boots and some extra helmet there. And now it's time to go downstairs and get our blacksmith on. We're gonna pick up all the glass stuff. We have a couple glass pieces already. In the, where is it? We have our glass gauntlets and our glass helmet that we had from before. So we need a chest and boots. But that means we need to pick up our leather strips, our malachite ore. We'll take our moonstone ore as well. We have some moonstone. We have some malachite here. Don't have a bunch of malachite, which is unfortunate. Where's those leather? There they are. I'll take a few of these. Not a bunch. They weigh a bunch. Okay. That should be all we need. We need to build a chest and a set of boots. Glass. Armor chest. 4. A set of boots. there we go. And we have 2 malachite left. 3, I think. Okay, so now, let's see. Most important one is our swords. Alright? I believe by far the most important one for us to do is our swords. So, with the gear, just by itself, we can make these swords go up to 102 from the 84 that they're at now, which is good for us. That's good. That goes to 40. Okay, so 102. And then here we have the helmet, goes to 104, glass gauntlets, boots, and glass armor. I believe all of these would be better than what is currently in place on our body as is. 45 on the arms, 34 to 90. Good lord. We don't even, as long as we have malachite, we can just actually, I think, cap ourselves there. So, most important for the blacksmithing potion here is this guy. So, we're going to quick save again before our potions, just in case we mess anything up. Fortify smithing is ready to go. We have 3 malachite, we have 3 weapons, so we're just going to hit all 3 weapons. And now instead of the 104, 267. Look at that go. Oh, I don't have another malachite. That would have gone to a 103. Goodness gracious. That's big. That's a big boy, boys. Now, we don't have the arcane smithing perk, but we do have a level up because we did just hit that. So let's get it. And that'll allow us to upgrade with our moonstone ore. We can upgrade our elven items that we have. There we go. Now, we have, I believe we need some quicksilver ingot for the gilded stuff. And this is really more just a kind of a stopgap until we get our glass all the way, you know, back to, or ready for be worn and to use. Now, we're not actually going to take the potion. That's pretty impressive. 522 armor on that alone. I wonder. I'm going to take the potion anyway. That's going to happen. Here we go. There we go. That's the gilded armor, the light boots, the light things, and the glass helmet. We can't do because of the refined malachite, but as you can see, we are pretty well done. Look, we could cap ourselves out and hide. That's hilarious. So we'll take our apparel here. We're gonna put it behind the thing here. Put our blacksmithing gear in there, because our blacksmithing gear can in fact get better. It does get better, boys. But we're also going to put our glass armor in there. The glass boots, the glass gauntlets, not the glass helmet because we're utilizing that. We're using this gilded armor. These. Now, we didn't re-enchant our stuff. We can't re-enchant it. We would have to wait, essentially, until or what I prefer to do is wait. We'll use our glass armor. We'll enchant our glass armor. We'll use grand soul gems. We'll take the big ol' 53% enchanting potion before we do it. Make some really big pieces for our one-handed. But for now, the 11% is going to do us really well, since the damage on the one-handers went from 104 to, I believe, 267. We shouldn't have a problem. And now if we look at them now, that percentage that we have, just at 11% on 4 pieces, which I think is 44. I think we actually have some 10%ers in there, so it's about 44 to 42% increase on that, has put these 2 glass swords at 369 per. That's insane. This is what we call the blender. So now we've got some carry weight. I always have carry weight issues. Always. I just carry too much around with me. Look at all this. I need to put it back in the dang box. Put it where it goes. All right. So we got the ore. Keep these. Drop those. Drop those. Drop that. Drop that. Don't know why I have a plate here. There we go. I'm going to drop the plate right here. Let's see. Should be good there. Got the 2 glass swords. It's iron dagger, the staff of Magnus, the steel dagger. Got to make a trip up to the enchanter station. There's just a lot of house management, inventory management. I like to stay organized. We'll drop that off, We keep the Staff of Magnus. We're not going to jump back to the Mages Guild. We do have, our weight issue is here, for sure, okay? And then we'll drop that Fortify Enchanting in there. Same thing with these 3. We'll move this, this Fortify Restoration over into our bag over there. At the alchemy station, we've got potions we can sell anytime we need gold. We have 15,000 gold, so we should be pretty set there. Potions, Fortify Restoration. There you are. Regenerate stamina. Okay, we're good for selling stuff. And we have some miscellaneous. We just, as long as we don't hold on to any, big old things like dragon bones. And we have just how many? We have 10 grand soul gems, so we want to pick up those. So we may end up doing another sell loop and selling essentially potions off to general merchandise vendors in exchange for getting their soul gems and buying, grand soul gems and greater soul gems and whatnot. We have the commons, we have the other ones like that. For now, we have one thing, and one thing most important, and that is to go get the Atronach stone. So, with that, we will, it's been a bit of a home take care, homemaking video. We'll take care of the Atronach stone in our next one. If you see anything or you want to see anything in the future, let us know. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Tips, tricks, critiques, constructive criticism, all that's welcomed. Encouraged. Like and subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more. And we will catch you in the next video.